Welcome to First and 10. I'm your host, Nelson, and this is going to be our Week 6 power ranking. So, Week 6 in the NFL is now complete. We can go ahead and take a look back, but first of all, I just want to say I have a fucking dagger in my heart, bro, with what happened with Aiden Hutchinson out for the rest of the season with a broken leg. And even though there's a lot of pain in my heart, I just can't help but to feel some sort of joy with what had occurred in Jerry World. I'm talking about I still have some joy in my soul with how bad the Lions spanked those Brokeback Mountain Dallas Cowboys. So it's Wednesday. We got to talk power rankings for y'all. And you know damn well I got to talk about Little D. After that scandal the refs pulled on the Detroit Lions last year, it was only right that it was going to be revenge on the Lions' mind. And my God, there was murder done in Jerry World. Jerry Jones, Cowboys owner, celebrating his 82nd birthday yesterday, and the Lions gave him the best present possible, in my opinion. And you know what that is? It's fucking clarity. Crystal clear. The Lions made it crystal clear that there needs to be a change in Dallas. Blow it all up, start all over, recreate it. It's no longer going to be the same Dallas Cowboys that we're all used to, who are dominant in the regular season and then crumble in the offseason. The boys can't even get into the postseason the way they're playing here. Listen to these stats. Listen to these stats about the Dallas Cowboys here. In this game against the Lions, there was 5 turnovers for the Cowboys. 5 turnovers for the Cowboys. They're last in rushing offense, last in yards per rush, 30th in red zone offense, 30th in scoring defense. So how do you expect to make the playoffs when you rank that damn low? And my favorite stat here, 4 years, $240 million for Dak Prescott. So he's locked in. You got no other option. You got Dak Prescott under center and you got CeeDee Lamb, but you can't fucking block for anything. No one is blocking for this team. They can't get nothing, no run game whatsoever. I'm telling you, they're fucking dead last because no one wants to block for them. It's just comical at this point. Like, why are they in an NFL team? They should be something in the UFL at this point. There's no talent coming from the offensive line. No one's willing to block for the running backs. It's just a 2-man group, and that 2-man group is just not enough. It's really not enough. So I gotta say this. We can enjoy the misery for a couple years based off of how everything is set. Jerry Jones refusing to make any sort of changes. And in fact, he downright fucking cannot handle any sort of criticism whatsoever. You heard him on the radio show, if you guys saw that clip, can't threatening people's jobs because he can't take any sort of criticism. He'll bask in all the achievement. Yeah. But if you give him an ounce of criticism with what he's done, your job's on the line apparently. But anyways, it was 47-9. Cowboys scored 9 points. 9. The Lions had 9 scoring drives. 9 scoring drives versus the Cowboys' 9 points. All field goals. And if it wasn't obvious already, I'm alluding to my fucking bed shitter of the week. It's Dallas. It's comical at this point that it was that bad that they lost. This was the worst home loss for the Dallas Cowboys under the Jerry Jones ownership. And my God, this was the best sort of revenge possible after what happened. The fiasco in December, getting screwed over in Dallas by the refs. But it came at a price. It came at a price, man. Aiden Hutchinson out for the rest of the season, man. But regardless, Dallas, there's got to be some sort of change, man. There is just simply not working. Yeah, the division's not looking so good except from the Commanders here. I think the Cowboys can still squeak in if they tighten up and really do something by the trade deadline. But as of right now, if this is all in, quoting Jerry Jones, and honestly, they're not going to get anywhere. They might start tanking at this point. For who? I'm hoping someone in the offensive line, but sheesh. That's going to be our bed shitter of the week. Dallas Cowboys, you shit the bed. Specifically, birthday boy, Jerry Jones, shit the bed. And how great is it? Jerry Jones has a terrible birthday on Sunday, and that very next day, Lions quarterback Jared Goff celebrating his birthday on a Victory Monday, looking good with the team, 4-1, moving forward to the next week. All right, that's my best shitter. All right, let's go into my FF award, the next award I have here. Now, it's about fucking time. It is about fucking time we start fucking making some sense in this fucking league, specifically in the AFC East. You know what I'm talking about. Drake May. Drake May's finally fucking getting some playtime here. Yeah. He's been playing before and throwing in some garbage time in other games where it didn't fucking matter at all. I mean, who would have thought drafting a guy 3rd overall would have good results? Who would have thought? Am I fucking crazy for thinking this? Did he win? Obviously not. Not against the fucking Texans. You throw him out there, poor dude, somehow still alive and walking behind the worst offensive line. What that means is the people who are in front of him trying to protect him, the worst in the league. And the opposing team, their defensive line, the people who are trying to attack the quarterback, they're the best. It's the worst versus the best. And guess what? The best got to him plenty of times. And Drake May, yes, you got to look at it from this perspective, Patriots fans. Glass is half full mentality. Glass is half full. It's just game 1 and he had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he had some interceptions to go with it, but god, let the rookie play. I promise you it'll play off in time. So it's about fucking finally we get Drake May in. It's about time. Fucking finally. Congrats, bro. You did a good decision. Patriots office. Yeah. That's my FF of the week, bro. So let's go down power rankings. Holy shit, what did we just exclude? Holy shit, what was that? 6. No, you didn't see that. Technical error. All right, number 10. Going up 8 spots here. I got the Chicago Bears. And what I mean by that, what a ride by the Bears. Caleb Williams is looking like the man because he is finally getting some pass protection, something Drake May wishes he can get. Caleb threw for 4 touchdowns, and the Bears, in my opinion, have officially earned the status of a true playoff contender. Bears go into the bye next week, so they should come back even stronger. So Caleb Williams, as long as he stays healthy and stays consistent, they're going to be a great team. First team at number 10 here. At number 9, going up 2 spots, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At halftime, they're playing against the Saints. At halftime, it was 24-27 with the Bucs being down by 3 points. And they went in to halftime. I don't know what the fuck they did at halftime, what they talked about, what kind of strategy they were discussing, or what the fuck they shot up in their bodies. But at this point, they come back and put 27 unanswered points. 27 unanswered points for the Saints. The Saints didn't even score a fucking point in the second half. Nothing was working for them. Baker Mayfield threw for over 300 yards with 4 touchdowns, and somehow they get the win. 3 interceptions. It just doesn't make sense. 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Not too much on the fucking ground game is working for them. But still, Baker Mayfield gets the team up on his back. They go on, get the win. The score, if you read the stats out loud and then you see the final score, it just doesn't make sense. Now, is that going to be a knock on the Saints, or is that how good the Bucs are? I'm going to say it's a combination of both. Bucs look good. Got them at number 9. Let's go. At number 8, going down 4 spots. Now, this was a difficult decision, being that the rest of the teams on here are really, really good. All in my opinion, they're all playoff contenders under the right circumstances, but this is a legitimate division winner right here. Number 8, I got the Washington Commanders here. Now, the Commanders can definitely keep their head held high. It was a close game, and Jaden Daniels threw for 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, and as expected, the Ravens shut down the running offense for the Commanders. That's what we expected. The stats all told us, don't start anybody on fantasy who is a Commanders running back, because the Ravens rush defense is just that damn good. And yep, exactly what happened there. It was all on Jaden Daniels. If Brian Robinson Jr. can come back healthy next week, this team should be able to get a bounce back win, an easy bounce back win in my opinion, against the Panthers. Sorry, Panthers fans. So again, number 8, Washington Commanders. At number 7, staying right here in this spot, I got the Atlanta Falcons here. Now, Atlanta, even though they got the win, yeah, they're playing the Panthers here. Yeah. But again, I got a little let down with what I was anticipating from in fantasy. Kirk Cousins projected to hit about 20 points. Didn't give me any of that shit, bro. None of that. I lost because of that shit. Kirk Cousins, obviously this was not a game where they were going to prioritize fucking throwing the ball. No. This was going to be Bijan Robinson's coming out party. And no, he's not gay. No, what I mean is that they're going to fucking actually start running the fucking ball. And they now, not only him was running the ball, we had a two-headed running back duo with Algier and Robinson, and the two of them were just able to just completely run over the Panthers' rush defense. Now, Atlanta, Bijan ran for 95 yards and Algier ran for 105 yards and 1 touchdown. Bijan had 2 touchdowns. Now, usually it's one or the other. Usually we get maybe one guy does well and the other guy does but no. Both guys were contributing very, very much to this win here. Now, who they play next week, though? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Here's my thing. Are they going to be able to keep this up? Because this was quite a unique spin on what we're used to from the Atlanta Falcons. Usually they're a throwing team first, but they showed us that with this running back duo, they can actually keep up with other tandem running back duos. Primarily the first one that come to mind, no bias, but Gibbs and Monty. That's the first one most people think of. Now, if they can actually keep this up, I think they got a great shot to do the exact same thing. You got the speedster, the guy who can cut routes, and then you got the cowbell, the guy who just fucking powers through. If the offensive corners can really take advantage of those skill sets, Atlanta's going to be a real scary team. And again, they currently lead the division. It's a tight race, but if they can just keep it up, they're going to be a scary team to deal with. So again, number 7, Atlanta Falcons. Now at number 6, you guys already fucking saw because technical difficulties. Oh shit, my thumb slipped. It's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, I got them going up 1 spot. Now the Packers played such a great game in my opinion, on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Jordan Love for 258 yards, 4 touchdowns, an interception, but it wasn't truly all of his fault. There was some sort of error in regards to the route running that was done there. Now, this is going to be a crazy stat for you guys. Crazy. I didn't believe it at all. I had to look it up. Jordan Love is tied for second in the NFL with 12 passing touchdowns. 12 passing touchdowns. He's ranked second in the NFL, but he missed 2 games. He missed 2 games this season, so he only has 4 games under his belt, and yet he's tied for second. That just shows you how efficient they are as far as throwing the ball. Jordan Love is that guy. Again, I was the first one to say, hey, Jordan Love is a good quarterback. I think they paid him just a little bit early, in my opinion. He definitely deserves that caliber of money. But I think paying him so early is going to bite everyone else in the butt later on as far as future quarterbacks that want to get paid. Let's just stick with the deals, guys. Come on, stick with the deals. Let's not pay them prematurely. We getting lucky this case. Hopefully it stays that way. I hope this doesn't mess up the quarterback market in the future, but who knows? But again, let's get back to the Packers here. The Packers are just missing one key piece, in my opinion, to be a complete juggernaut, and that's going to be special teams, primarily the kicker. The Packers are notorious for struggling with the kicking situation, and that cost them the game against Minnesota. Minnesota could have been not undefeated at this point if Green Bay had a reliable kicker. Now, as far as what they choose to do in that situation that they're in, that's going to be up to them. Trade deadline is coming up in November. So if they were to correct the situation and get an actual good kicker, I think they really have a shot. They really have a shot to make the Super Bowl. And I hate saying that shit. But again, number 6, I got the Green Bay Packers. Now at number 5 here, going up 1 spot, I got the Baltimore Ravens and what we just saw this Sunday. That is the team we all feared in the offseason. When we envisioned what a team of Lamar Jackson adding on Derrick Henry, what we imagined, that's what we saw. That is what we saw. We're finally seeing what this team is capable of when you use the best running back in the league. The man is 30. No one should be this good at that age. So here are the stats on offense. Lamar Jackson threw for 323 yards, 1 touchdown, one interception. Zay Flowers, leading receiver in this game. Zay Flowers shows up with 9 catches, 132 yards, and the king Derrick Henry, he rushed for 132 yards, 2 touchdowns, and we can finally rest. Mark Andrews exists. He finally gets some targets and a touchdown. Too bad I already dropped him in fantasy just because how many fucking times did the dudes let me down? Oh well, someone else is gonna enjoy them. I'm not gonna pick him up. Too risky in my opinion. Now, let's go back to the king. Listen to these stats. The dude is 30. First of all, the dude is 30, and he is first in the league out of all 32 teams. First in the league in rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, carries, rushing yards per game, and long rushing. How do you even stop this man? This dude is 30. It doesn't make sense. He's fucking 30 and he's leading the league in 5 categories. Jesus Christ. This is what exactly we all feared when they signed the king, and we started to doubt them at the beginning. They don't really know how to use him. Oh, why is he not getting the ball enough? Oh, first in the yard and carries now. They know that it works. And this could be the team that will go to the Super Bowl. This could be the team. Early preview. Again, right now I got him at number 5 though. Up 1 spot, Baltimore Ravens. Now at number 4, going up 1 spot here, I got the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud threw for 192 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and they put up 41 points on the poor New England Patriots. And I know it wasn't just their offense clicking, it was their defense clicking too. They created 4 sacks and a forced fumble, and the Texans just continue to strengthen the chokehold that they have on the AFC South, man. They're starting to rip their fucking fingers together to lock it in, and it's starting to get too late for these other teams to even catch up. Colts, what are you doing? Jags, what are you doing? Titans, what are you doing? The Texans have this division on lock if they could just stay healthy. But you know who came back for the Texans? Joe Mixon, and way to show up with a touchdown. Joe Mixon looks good. If he can just stay healthy, this team, I don't even know who I would pick at this point. This team with the healthy Joe Mixon, or the Ravens with the king. You got too much there to fucking grade at this point with just 6 weeks of the NFL. But for right now, I got the Texans at number 4 in these power rankings. Now, it's no surprise here. At number 3, staying put here, I got my Detroit Lions here. Now, no. Before anyone says anything here. Now, first thing I want to say, I want to wish Aiden Hutchinson, again, a speedy recovery. We're going to miss you, buddy. Out for the rest of the season with a broken tibia, I believe. Successful surgery. So again, it could have been a life-threatening situation. Emergency surgery went successful. He'll make a full recovery, I'm hoping, and be back for next season. But that's not enough to ruin the joy that I've had watching this game. The rest of this fucking game here. The Lions, again, spank the fucking Cowboys. Just fucking spank those Brokeback Mountain Cowboys. And it was just downright, at this point, embarrassing, like comical for a Lions fans. They're just having a good time. All the shit that they're trying out, all the experimental shit that they're just throwing out there, fuck it, all this wild shit. It's putting a grin on my face after seeing my fucking heart get ripped out of me with what happened earlier. But get a load of this. Get a load of this. When do you hear this? We're throwing out 320-pound Dan Skipper as a wide receiver. Do you know how bad you have to be losing for a team to just be like, hey, do you want to play wide receiver? Coach, I'm kind of fat though. I'm not that fast. I'm 320 pounds. It doesn't matter. Go out there. Do you know how bad you have to be losing in order for that to even be a fucking thing? And it wasn't just him. We threw a trick play to 335-pound Penei Sewell, and he almost got the touchdown. Oh man, that would have been a great thing if he would have got that touchdown. But the Lions didn't surrender a single touchdown to the Dallas Cowboys. 3 field goals for them. Again, no touchdowns. Lions had 9 scoring drives, Cowboys 9 points. Do the math there. Absolutely obliterated. I dropped the Cowboys 11 spots because of that situation. Lions got to stay where they're at. But again, if the Lions can just keep this up, and I'm hoping it stays consistent, because Aiden Hutchinson was first in multiple stats in his position, leading the league. And you can't replace a guy like that. Honestly, a guy who was born and bred and raised in Detroit, goes to the Lions, college in Michigan, goes to the Lions. You can't just replace that dude. The guy was the fucking heartbeat of the defense. Such a great individual. But I'm hoping we got to win it all. We got to win it all for Hutch at this point. Now, obviously, you know my rule. If you're on a bye week, I save your spot. So it's no fucking clue. Obviously, I got to keep these two motherfuckers at their same spots because they're both on a fucking bye. And they're still both undefeated. Now, Vikings and Chiefs, both of these teams should be healthier next week going into their matchups, and we got quite a big matchup next week, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow in our predictions video. But these guys, they, in my opinion, had the perfect bye week. They're rested. They're going to be ready for the big matchup that they got. Chiefs have a Super Bowl rematch against the 49ers, but the 49ers are hosting, which I'm favoring them a little more at this point because it's home. I was at the NFC Championship game, man, and when that crowd gets going, it changes the environment. I've never felt anything like this before. When I was there and Ayuk made that amazing catch, there was this fucking shock and vibration throughout the stadium, and not gonna lie, I felt a little weird. I was like, whoa, what was going on? And the environment just changed for the rest of the fucking night. And if the crowd can get behind the team like that again, I think the 49ers have what it takes to get this win over the Chiefs. But again, home field advantage is strictly why I'm saying that. But the Vikings, this is an even bigger matchup, and such a shame this is not a primetime game. It's an early window game. Get up early, 10 a.m. It's going to be Lions going to Minnesota to play the Vikings, and the winner takes lead in the division. The NFC North, every team has at least 4 wins in this division. This is the division with the most amount of wins and the most amount of points scored in all of the NFL. If you look at the NFL and go to the stats, who has the most points? Type it up. You're going to see all 4 of the teams in the NFC North right there, 1 through 4. So these teams can fucking score. As far as what we're going to see last year, again, we don't talk about last year. It's a whole different Vikings team. Lions, again, whole different secondary. What we're going to see this Sunday, I don't know. All I know is I hope it's it's going to be a great game, man. As far as what we're going to see on defense, I'm hoping for something good, man. But Vikings should be looking excellent going into this game, and they're hosting too. So again, winner of this game will lead the division and most likely be in the number 1 spot in next week's power rankings. But again, these are my power rankings here. Again, 1 through 10. If your team is listed somewhere in the bottom, give me a comment down why you think they should be higher or lower. Love to hear that shit. Again, Pigskin Pick'ems comes out tomorrow. If you want to join our league, link will be in the description. This has been First and Den. I'm Nelson. Thanks for watching and have a good day.